Let's look at the best Windows tips, settings, and new features that have been added to Windows 11. So the first one is when you open up any application and you hover over the maximize button, you will see you now have this layout. So this helps you to organize your desktop. So for example, I can arrange it like that and it will fit just right there. And also whatever is remaining, I can also align it here, or otherwise if I just click anywhere else, it won't add anything to the side. So that's also one handy feature that has been included to Windows 11. And when we jump into settings by pressing Windows key I, you'll notice that that will open up settings. And here we're going to start with system here. So you want to make sure you're under system, then you want to scroll all the way down to where it says clipboard. So we're going to start with that. Then here you want to enable clipboard history. So what this will allow you to do is something very nice and easy. So for example, if I just quickly open up File Explorer here and I copy this path here, again, if I go here to documents, right click and copy that path again. Whenever you press the Windows key V, you'll notice that you now have a clipboard history. And as you can see here, we've got everything that we did copy previously. So you do not need to copy things and go and paste, copy and paste. You can just copy everything at once and then paste it at your own free time, as you can see from here. So that's one handy setting that you need to adjust. Then if we go back and we jump to where it says multitasking, so here under multitasking, when you click, you want to enable these settings here. So the first setting that you want to enable is this, which is titled bar window shake. So you want to click that. That will allow you to do something like this. So let's say you've got a messy desktop and you only want to have settings, for example. You can click on settings and just shake it, and as you can see, everything else will be minimized and only the window that you're working with will be there. Again, if you shake that, you'll notice that that will come up. If we disable this, when we try to shake again, nothing will happen. So this feature is being disabled by default, but on Windows 10 it's always active. So here you just need to enable it by that. And another thing that you want to disable here is this here. Under Alt tab, you want to make sure that, for example, if I press Alt tab now, as you can see, it's including all open windows for Microsoft Edge. You do not want that. So the easiest way you can do this is by going here where it says Alt tab, click, then here you want to say Windows only. Now when you do Alt tab, you only see Windows, and Microsoft Edge is now one here, as you can see, which is the actual browser that is open. No individual tabs open, as you can see from here. So that's also one of the handy tools that you can use. If we go back to system, here we also want to jump to where it says storage. So when you click on storage, you want to enable this setting that is usually turned off by default, which is this storage sense. So when you enable this, it will help you to clean a lot of files by default. So as you can see, it will clean up all temporary files for you every time it senses that there are too many. So you do not need to worry about that. And here also, you can also configure it the way you want to configure. So for example, run storage sense. Usually here it's like on every week. So you want to put it on every day so that it checks for all those temporary files and removes them. And also here, delete files in the recycle bin after how long. So you can set it to delete them after a certain period of time. So that's also up to you depending on how often you delete stuff. And also here, delete files in my downloads. That's also optional. You can do that as well. Run storage sense now. It will run the actual software and make sure to clean everything here, as you can see. So if we go back again to our system here under focus assist. So if you're someone who likes studying a lot or you want to remove all distractions while you're working, you could turn on this focus assist. So here you've got 3 levels, as you can see. So it's either off, on priority only, or alarm only. So alarm only is only an alarm that can bring notifications on your PC at that point. Or priority, if you set priority and go to customize, here you can select which applications can show you notifications. So for example, if you have an app, maybe WhatsApp, whatever, you could click here where it says add, and then you can choose which application you want to on disturb you. Otherwise, if you just put it on alarm, only an alarm can bring notifications. And this you can also turn it on or off from the quick settings. I'm going to show you that in a second. Okay, so that's what you want to turn on here, if that will be useful to you. And also here under sound, so here under sound, as you can see, they have made it now much easier for you to either test your microphone or test any device from here, and you can easily adjust the volume for each individual device that is connected for the sound system. So all sound devices, you can easily click there and adjust the settings for that individual system. For example, this virtual microphone or virtual audio device here, I could adjust settings for it and test if it's working from here. So it will beep either the speakers, if it's speakers, so that you see if it's working or not. So that's also one of the things that they have done right on this one. And also now if we jump to personalize, here there's also amazing features. So for me, I do not like this light theme. So the way I can change it to dark mode is simply by going here where it says colors. Then here under colors, you want to choose here where it says choose your mode. You want to make sure you click there and put dark if that's what you want, and that should turn your Windows 11 into dark mode. So that is also one of the other things you could turn on if you like dark mode. And also just here under personalize again, we want to go here where it says start. So here we're going to customize our start settings. So if you don't know what that is, if you click here on your Windows key on your start, this part here, that's what we're going to be customizing now. So we're going to add things here and things there. So the first thing that you want to turn on is show the most used apps. So this is also helpful if you do not want to be looking for all the apps that you use. So that will put them in a nice place or a nice order for you to see them from here. So it will be showing you from here the apps that you usually use a lot, so that it's much easy for you to access them. And here also you can also enable show recent opened items in start button. So this is also up to you. It's up to preference depending on what you want. Then here under folders, that's why we want to do something here. So here on my start button, I can add certain features here at the bottom. So here, so the thing is this, whatever you feel like you use mostly, for example, let's say network, personal folder, pictures, music, downloads, if that's what I want. Now if you go here, as you can see, we've got my personal folder, we've got the network, we've got pictures, music, and downloads. So you could add things here by ticking what you want on this list here. So that's also up to you. It's up to preference depending on what you want to use this for. And if we go back again, so here we also want to go here where it says taskbar. So when you click taskbar here, you will also notice you've got some of the things you can turn off. For example, this chart I can easily turn off, and then you can see it disappeared from here. So these three I can also turn off just by doing this, as you can see. So that's up to you. That's up to preference if you want to remove those. And also if you're using a laptop that has got a touch screen and sometimes you want to use a touch screen keyboard, you would want to also enable this, which it will show at the bottom here. And when you click on it, you'll notice that you have a nice keyboard, as you can see from here. And it's even showing me my recently copied item here, which I can easily paste. So this is also one of the cool things. And the theme for this keyboard, you can change it depending on what you want. Up to preference as well. You can go into settings here and you can change the theme and size to whatever you want. So you've got a lot of options that you can choose from, as we can see here. So the default is usually like that. So you can change it to whatever you feel is best for you. Then here we want to click here where it says taskbar behavior. So if you click there, you can do a lot of settings. So if you want this taskbar to be automatically hiding itself, maybe your screen is small, or you just want to hide it to have more screen space, you could tick this automatically hide, and that will automatically hide your taskbar. So this is also useful. If you want to use that, you can use that. And also if you're used to the Windows 10 taskbar here, you could remove it from center and put it to the left, and it will be to the left there. So that's also up to preference. If that's what you enjoy, you could take it back to the usual place itself. In personalization, we're done. If we jump into the next part, which is time and language, you'll notice here when you click under typing, you can enable certain features. For example, text suggestions. So here you want to make sure you turn on these two settings if you type a lot. So for example, if I open up any file now and I show you how the text suggestion looks like. So if I start typing, you will see now I have text suggestions here. So I can easily select that, and as you can see, the text suggestion at work, as you can see. So that's how you can enable text suggestions in Windows 11. If you're finding this video useful so far, I would love it if you click the subscribe button and also like the video. That helps me out a lot. So if we now continue with the other settings, so here you want to also make sure that autocorrect misspelled words is also on, so that helps you to see if there's a word that you've spelled wrong. So that helps out. And also if you're a PC gamer, you would want to also go here where it says gaming, and here under game mode you would want to turn this feature on, so that optimizes your PC for play by turning things off in the background. So if you play a lot of games, so this will help you to turn off any background apps whenever you are playing your video game. So, and here again under accessibility here, and also if you are not happy with the color or the size of your cursor here, you could adjust it from here by going here where it says mouse pointer, and here you could select how you want your cursor to look like. If you want a custom one, you could do something like this where you can change whatever color you want and also whatever size you want for that particular cursor. So that's up to you. As long as it helps you see better, you would do something like this here. And also some of the things that have changed on Windows 11 is when you right click anywhere now, you'll notice that this menu has changed compared to the old one. As you can see from File Explorer now, you can see copy path, you can see copy, you can see paste from here. So the things have been changed to these icons here. So you've got delete there, you've got share, you've got rename, and you've got copy, and you've got cut there. So here these things have changed, but if you're used to the old menu, the way you can access it is Shift plus F10, or you can just click here where it says more options. That will give you your old window back, the one you're used to using. So that will make it easy for you. As you can see, copy, cut, share, everything is here. So that is something you just need to take note. And if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more PC tips. See you in the next video.